deficit, throwing the most passing yards in any quarter in his career in the fourth quarter. As you mentioned, CC, he was just absolutely unbelievable. I also love how you thought it was over, and so did a lot of the fans who left early, and he acknowledged that after the game, saying, maybe have a little faith in us next time. But to think that this is how they're going to start the season, rallying from behind in the fourth like that to beat a team of the caliber of the Baltimore Ravens, they're hoping that's foreshadowing what's to come this year.
Smalls, not just the fans thinking it was over, not just I'm thinking it's over. ESPN Analytics said it was over too. According to ESPN Analytics, the Ravens' win probability was 99.1% with less than 5 minutes to go at the 4:48 mark in the fourth quarter. They had a 99% chance of winning the game.
Unreal.
And Josh Allen's greatness surpassed all of that. It's incredible to see how good that dude really is when he's on one, and to see everybody around him respond. And one of the things that I thought stood out, Evan, was the arrival of Josh Palmer. To be able to have another downfield threat that he can get explosive pass plays to, I thought that was huge. Keon Coleman was awesome. Khalil Shakir, always steady in that offense. But I thought having that other option in Josh Palmer made a huge difference in terms of them being able to mount that comeback when they're in obvious passing situations.
So if you think about what this game was, 41-40, Bills beat the Ravens last night on Sunday Night Football. So the Ravens had scored on 7 of their first 8 possessions in this game. With 4+ minutes to go, Buffalo was down 40-25. They then scored on 4 of their 5 possessions in the fourth quarter. And the final drives, the Ravens punted. The Bills had a 10-play, 80-yard drive that resulted in a Keon Coleman touchdown. Then Ed Oliver, who was great all throughout this game, had an early sack that was impressive on Lamar, forced a fumble on Derrick Henry. Josh Allen, touchdowns there. And if you think about the Buffalo Bills, guys, I think it's pretty easy to give the performance of the week, brought to you by Hands-Free Skechers Slip-Ins. No bending down, no touching your shoes, just step in and go with hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Well, Josh Allen stepped in and went last night. Performance of the week brought to you by Skechers. Already, you can crown Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, but let's talk about that. So with 1:33 left in the fourth quarter, up 40-38, the Ravens decided to punt instead of going for it. What?
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you said no, like I got it wrong.
He's physically responding.
Oh, sorry. Instead of going for it on 4th and 3. Now, if you look at point of comparison during other games, just big picture, Broncos had a 4th down late. They went for it. They did with the lead. They did not convert, but their thought process was to go for it. Rams, same thing in their game against the Texans.
Seahawks should have gone for it. They didn't kick the field goal, ended up losing to the 49ers.
So they punted away. Josh Allen gets it back. Field goal. Now, when you think about this, you think about the old 4th and 2 New England and Indianapolis, where the Patriots went for it, they failed, but there was such respect for Peyton Manning. They're like, we can't give him the ball back. CC, this is your team. You're visibly upset, as Smalls just mentioned. Should they have that? Should Baltimore have had that level of respect for Josh Allen in saying, we cannot give him the ball back here?
No, you can't, especially when he bookended the fumble with back-to-back touchdowns. You can't do it. You can't give him the ball. And here's the thing, the Ravens really did themselves a disservice because after the Derrick Henry touchdown, they shut down on offense. You can't go 3 and out, fumble, 3 and out. Not against Josh Allen and these Buffalo Bills, not the way that Josh Allen was playing in the second half. I mean, the Buffalo Bills held the ball for over 20 minutes in the second half alone. Outside of the 3 touchdowns, the Baltimore Ravens only had 4 first downs in the second half. There's no way I'm giving the ball back to Josh Allen with that time. I've got to find a way to be able to convert on that 4th and 3, even though I'm backed up deep in my own territory.
So tell me exactly what you would do, right? So people understand when they go into work today or they're coming home from work and they're having that conversation because this game was late last night. It's 4th and 3. There's 1:33 to go. Baltimore has the ball on their own 38-yard line. Chris Canty is coaching the Ravens. What play is he calling? What is he doing?
I'm dialing up Lamar Jackson. He's the best runner that we've ever seen at the quarterback position in the history of this league. I'm giving the ball to Lamar Jackson. One MVP deserves another. If I'm going to win that game, it's going to be with number 8. If I'm going to lose this game, it's going to be because number 8 couldn't make the play. I mean, I'm not putting it on my defense to stop Josh Allen. That's just from a philosophical standpoint doesn't make any sense. You had to win that game. That's not one of those that you can avoid losing. You have to go win the game. And in that instance, John Harbaugh's got to make a different decision. And I get it. Hindsight is going to be 20/20.
Sure.
But you have to be able to feel the heartbeat of the game if you're the head coach. And I thought Harbs missed the mark just a little bit by deciding to punt the ball back to Josh Allen, just the way that Josh and that Bills offense was rolling in that fourth quarter.
Smalls, last week on our show, we discussed whether or not there's a such thing as a big regular season game anymore for Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Because of the fact that both of them have done everything in the regular season. Both of them have won MVPs. The only thing left for both of them is winning a Super Bowl. I would argue, tell me if you agree, that because you blew a 15-point lead last night, last night became a big game for Lamar Jackson, retroactively. I don't think it was going in. It's the first game of the season. It's Sunday Night Football. We're all going to talk about it anyway. But relative to big game or not a big game, I actually think playing the results because you blew the lead, we're now going to be thinking about Baltimore differently. Can they beat Buffalo? Can they beat Kansas City? I think it became a big game afterwards.
It became a big game to me because it's continuing the narrative or the reasons why I don't have faith in the Baltimore Ravens when it comes to those consequential moments, because they beat themselves. What did we talk about on Friday? When it gets to the playoffs, I have more faith in Josh Allen than I do Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, because Josh Allen's biggest issue and the Bills' biggest issue is that they can't get over the hump when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs. When I look at the Ravens, yes, that's part of it, but they beat themselves. It's self-inflicted wounds. And CC, you mentioned it, the win probability that they had last night. The Ravens have now lost 8 games since 2021, which they had a win probability of at least 90%. They get in their own way. And so to see a huge game last night on the road versus a team that's going to be in the mix against you to get to the Super Bowl where you have self-inflicted wounds again, that's problematic. So yeah, it's a big game.
All pro safety Kyle Hamilton for the Ravens post-game on what happened late.
Brings back memories of us doing this multiple times in the past few years. So I don't want the Ravens to be known as a team that gets up big and blows the lead. So it's not who we are, and we got to prove that to everybody else, because as of right now, that's what we've been doing in these games. So it's up to us to go back and fix that. And I know we have the people in the room, in the building to do it. It's just a matter of getting it done.
It's not who we are, yet as Smalls just mentioned, it may be who you are. And now the question becomes, because if you remember last year, we sat here after week 1, Thursday, September 5th, 2024. The Baltimore Ravens went on the road and lost to Kansas City 27-20. On Friday, September 6th, we came on the air and CCU said, in order for the Ravens to get to the Super Bowl, they have to find a circuitous route and not have to go through Kansas City. Word of the day, maybe? I don't know.
Very good word. I'm impressed.
Now, do the Baltimore Ravens have to find a route in order to go to the Super Bowl where they avoid both Kansas City and Buffalo?
That's unrealistic. You're going to have to play somebody. Now, based on how the Chiefs look on Friday night, I'm not sure they're going